There are hundreds of ways to quit smoking. Nicotine patches, gum, vaping, cold turkey, medication, hypnosis, apps, support groups. Everyone has an opinion on what works best, and you probably tried a few of them yourself. But here's the truth, most methods focus on the wrong thing. They focus on getting nicotine out of your body. But that's not actually the hard part. The hard part is getting cigarettes out of your mind. In the next minutes, I'm going to show you the best way to quit smoking. Not the easiest, not the quickest, but the most effective approach that actually leads to lasting freedom. So let's get into it. Before I tell you the best way to quit, let me explain why most methods don't work long term. Most quitting methods treat smoking like it's just a physical addiction to nicotine. So they give you nicotine in other forms, or medication to reduce cravings, or tricks to distract you. And sure, these things might help you with the physical part, but they ignore the mental part, the beliefs, the habits, the emotional independence. This is why people can use patches for months and still go back to smoking. This is why people can quit for weeks using willpower and then relapse. This is why people switch to vaping and stay addicted for years. Because the real problem isn't just nicotine in your body, it's the way you think about cigarettes. As long as you believe cigarettes give you something valuable, as long as you feel like you're sacrificing something by quitting, you'll always be fighting yourself. And you can't win a fight against yourself. Eventually, uh, you'll give in. The best way to quit isn't about fighting, it's about changing your mind so there's nothing to fight against. So here's the best way to quit. Step 1, understand the trap. You need to see clearly that cigarettes aren't actually giving you anything. They're not helping you, they're not making your life better. They're creating the problems they claim to solve. This isn't just an idea. You need to really get this at a deep level. Cigarettes don't reduce your stress. They create it by putting you into withdrawal between cigarettes. They don't help you focus. They interrupt your focus every time you need to smoke. They don't give you a break. They steal your time and control your schedule. They don't make you confident. They make you dependent and anxious. When you truly understand this, when you see through the illusion, your entire relationship with cigarettes changes. You stop seeing them as something you're giving up and start seeing them as something you're escaping from. This mental shift is everything. Because once you genuinely don't want cigarettes anymore, quitting becomes natural instead of forced. So, how do you get to this understanding? You think about it. You question your beliefs. You pay attention to what cigarettes are actually doing for you versus what you think they're doing. Every time you think, I need a cigarette, ask yourself, why? What do I actually think it's going to give me? And then question if that's really true. Step 2, make a real decision to quit. Not I should quit, not I'm going to try to quit, not I'll quit eventually. A real decision. I am quitting, I'm done with cigarettes. This is not negotiable. There's a huge difference between trying and deciding. When you're trying, you're leaving the door open to go back. You're testing it out to see if you can do it. But when you decide, you're closing the door. You're not considering going back. You're moving forward. Think about other decisions you've made in life. When you decided to take a job, you didn't keep your old job just in case. When you decided to move to a new place, you didn't keep your old apartment as backup. You committed. You went all in. That's what you need to do with quitting. Commit fully. Decide that you're a non smoker now and there's no going back. This doesn't mean it won't be hard. It means you're not questioning the decision every time you get a craving. The decision is already made. And this is mental certainty makes everything easier because you're not debating with yourself constantly. You know what you're doing and why. Step 3, prepare for your triggers before you quit. You already know the situations where you always smoke. After meals, in your car, with your coffee, when you're stressed, with certain friends. Don't wait until you're in those situations to figure out what to do. Plan ahead. For each trigger, create a replacement behavior, something specific you'll do instead of smoking. After meals, maybe you go for a quick walk or chew a gum or drink water. In your car, maybe you play a specific playlist or podcast that keeps you engaged. With coffee, maybe you change where you drink it or add a new routine like stretching or reading. When you're stressed, maybe you do breathing exercises or call a friend or go outside for fresh air. The key is to have a plan before the craving hits. Because in the moment, when you're feeling the urge, it's hard to think clearly. But if you already know when this happens, I do this, you can act automatically. Also, identify your highest risk situations. Maybe it's being around certain people or going to certain places. In the first few weeks, try to avoid these if possible. Give yourself time to build strengths before you test yourself in these hard situations. Preparation is everything. Don't just wing it, have a strategy. Step 4. Quit completely, all at once. No cutting back gradually. No, just one cigarette when I'm really stressed. Not I'll just smoke on weekends. Completely stop, like zero cigarettes. I know some people think cutting back slowly is easier, but it's actually harder. Here's why. When you're cutting back, you're still smoking some cigarettes, so you're still feeding the addiction. You're still keeping those neural pathways active. You're still reinforcing the behavior. And every cigarette you do smoke makes you want another one. So you're constantly struggling with, should I have one now or wait? It's torture. You're prolonging the pain. When you quit completely, yes, the first few days are intense, but then it's over. The nicotine is out of your system. The physical withdrawal ends. You can move forward, and psychologically, there's power in complete commitment. You're not negotiating with yourself. You're not making exceptions. You're done. Also, just one cigarette never stays just one. That one cigarette restarts the whole cycle. You're back to day one. So go all in. Make it clear. No cigarettes, period. And this is exactly the approach I use in my 14-day program. We work on changing your mindset first, then we create a solid plan for your triggers, and then we support you through the complete quit process so you can be free in 14 days. If you want help implementing this approach, if you want support and guidance through each step, book a free call with me. The link is in the description below. This is the way that works. Let me help you do it right. Step 5. Stay connected to your reason for quitting. In the beginning, you're motivated. You remember all the reasons you want to quit. But after a few days or weeks, that motivation fades. You start forgetting why you're doing this. And that's when you're vulnerable to relapse. So write down your reasons for quitting. Be specific, not just it's unhealthy. Get real. I want to be alive to see my kids grow up. I'm tired of smelling like smoke. I want to save money for things that matter. I'm done feeling controlled by cigarettes. I want to prove to myself I can do hard things. Whatever your reasons are, write them down and look at them every single day, especially in the first few weeks. When you get a craving, read your list. Remind yourself why you're doing this. Reconnect with that motivation, because cravings are temporary. They last a few minutes, but your reasons for quitting are permanent. They're real, they matter. Also, celebrate your progress. Every day you don't smoke is a win. Every week is a milestone. Acknowledge what you're accomplishing. This isn't just about stopping something bad, it's about becoming someone new, someone free, someone in control of their life. Keep that vision in front of you. There's the best way to quit smoking. Understand the trap, make a real decision, prepare for triggers, quit completely, and stay connected to your why. It's simple, but it's not easy. But it works, and it leads to real lasting freedom. So if you're ready to do this the right way, click the link in the description and book your free call. Let's make your quit attempt your last one. Subscribe for more real advice on quitting smoking, and thanks for watching.